Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So in this video I wanted to do an update on the best crafting decks now that I've made it to Divine Shard level 6. Now they are going to be very similar for the Forge and Kitchen, but at this Divine Shard level you're going to unlock the Alchemy Workshop, and of course we have not talked about anything for the crafting deck for this place. As for the Calming Bouquet, the optimal card lineup is going to be as you see: 3 ingredients, 2 enchant, and 1 distill. The reason for this is basically the grind card is just a very weak card. Even when you upgrade it to level 3, it is not going to be optimal. It has been run in a simulator, and this is the top performing deck. And if you take a look at my production log, I've basically done 10 production of this bouquet. 2 of them have been a 1-star, and 8 of them have been a 0-star. And honestly, this was still pretty good luck that we even managed to hit this. But the thing is, you're probably wondering, how do you get a 2-star bouquet? The reason why it's important to get a 2-star bouquet is if you go to your Forge, in order to get the upgrade for the process upgrade for Forge Expert, you need to craft 2-star higher Calming Bouquet 8 times. And the thing is, if you try doing it even with this optimal lineup, it is only a 5% chance of you getting a 2-star bouquet. So you could be here for ages without hitting it. However, the process upgrade for the Alchemy Workshop, which is going to upgrade the ingredients card, is going to give you up to a 25% chance of hitting a 2-star above, basically Calming Bouquet, with this same recipe, the same crafting deck. So that is why, if for example you cannot rely on a guildmate who already has this upgraded, you're just going to have to use 4,000 mistletoe in total, which means you're going to have to craft 40 of these bouquets. I've somehow crafted 1,200, but you have to craft 40 of them, and then you are going to end up with the upgrade to this higher level 3, and then you will have like a 25% chance of getting a 2-star above Calming Bouquet each time you run it in this deck. But basically, this is very challenging. Don't get disheartened. You might look at this deck and be like, it's just not working for me. This is the optimal deck, and it's just a really low chance of hitting it. And if you are running it without the upgrade of ingredients card, like right now, you have a 5% chance, which is 1 in 20 is going to be 2-star above. So like really bad odds. But that is why there's actually one person in my guild who's like, you know, really ahead of me kind of in progression. He's pretty soon gonna have the process upgrade of his Alchemy Workshop, and then you can just borrow basically their Alchemy Workshop, and then to do your crafting and to try and get those 2-star for the process upgrade of your Forge, rather than having to do them all on your own Alchemy Workshop. But basically, don't worry about that too much. It's just kind of the thing. Now, as for the optimal lineup for the Forge, basically that was the only card for the Alchemy Workshop, the only item you need to make. Grow Serum you never need to make, but I would recommend double enchanted ingredients if you need to run that. But you don't have to really worry about that. Anyway, so here we have the Forge. Now, for the new item, which is Chill Guard Armor, we now have 6 card slots, which we've never had before, and this is going to be the optimal lineup on the simulator even before you get Forge Expert upgraded. But of course, when you get Forge Expert upgraded, this is going to be even better. But even as it is right now, we're going to even do it. We'll do one order. We may not be getting like the higher upgrade, because actually there's only a 10% chance that you hit 1-star above with this deck. And I think you cannot get 2-star. You can only get up to 1-star with this deck until you get more card upgrades like Forge Expert upgrade. Then you have some better chance. But yeah, basically you're just going to do it. You're not going to get a 1-star. Almost definitely not. Unless you just get the perfect RNG. As you see here, we didn't really come close. And so that is going to be basically the thing. But this is the optimal deck lineup for 6 cards in a deck. For 5 cards in a deck, this is going to be the new optimal lineup. Now you have 4 Forge Experts available that you've on Divine Shard level 6. Before this, we had only 3 Forge Experts available. So then you would have Forge. Basically, if you can replace Forge for Forge Expert, it's always going to be an upgrade. It's always better to have Forge Expert rather than Forge in the deck. But you should have at least 1 charge in the deck if you have 5 cards or more. And if you have 6 cards like we saw with the Chill Guard Armor, you'll want to have 2 charges and 4 Forge Experts. That's the optimal combo. Copper Stew Pot is just going to be... And basically for all the decks that have the same number of cards, you're just going to run the same combination. But if you have a card box, if you have just 4 cards available, you just run all Forge Expert. Don't even bother running the charge. That is basically the optimal strategy. So let's go ahead and go and do this here. Copper Stew Pot, showing it to you in action. You just need to hit a charge. Go. Oh, that's perfect. So perfect. Because if charge is the last card you hit, you get no value from it. You need it to be before one of the cards, and it's best for it to be before the last Forge Expert, because that's going to be the most ramped up card, because Forge Expert ramps up all future Forge Experts which are released. So that was probably the highest score I've ever, I don't know, 1944. That's really high. Basically, you could reset this if you wanted to. This one, I am not. There's no way I'm doing this. He needs 5 Chill Guard armor, and this is like, you're guaranteed to just get 0 stars on this piece of item, and so I'm not going to bother with that right now. Like, in the future, you can, but that's basically one that I would pass on. This one, I'm just going to go for it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and show you some more. Now, for the kitchen, I forgot to show you for the kitchen, sorry about that, but for the kitchen, basically, so for the 7 card deck, which is a new you have for Spice Dry Fruit, you're going to go for this lineup. So you're going to want maximum heat controls and then maximum slow cooks, and then you just top it off with a season. Because when you have a larger deck setup, season gets more value because it's more likely that it's going to be hitting something and getting value from the 2 times. When you have lower cards in the deck, season, random color times 2, if you pull season early, it gets very, very low value, and it's just not a good option. But if you have a big deck, you can go for this, or you could replace season for cut. But I think season overall is the statistically better one. But definitely maximum slow cook, maximum heat control, that is really important, because these are the 2 key cards for the kitchen and all the decks you're going to see. Yeah, if you can have a 5 card deck, you should have double slow cook, 3 heat control. If you have a 6 card, 2 slow cook, 4 heat control. If you have just a 4 card deck, you still want 1 slow cook. It's better than 4 heat control, but 3 heat control, 1 slow cook, that's it. Okay, so we have a salted or spice dry fruit order. So we'll show you the kitchen deck. Spice Dry Fruit is going to be the 7 card deck. And we have to do 4 of them. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do them one by one. This is the deck lineup. If you have the upgraded cut card, it could really be a consideration to try to get that. Are we going to get? Okay, we got a 1 star. We got a 2 star. Nice. 3 star. Beautiful. Yeah. This is really good. And if your season is pull, like even 3rd, 4th card here, or if it's ideally you have it pulled on the 6th or 7th card, you can get massive value from it, and that's why season is just a good option in these larger deck setups. But anyway, guys, that's basically these decks. Obviously there's RNG involved in them, but maybe like 30 to 40% of the time you are going to hit that star upgrade, and then you're just going to get basically bonus wish points for delivering your order. Now, as for the crop lineup, if you see it here, I have 8 mistletoe, 5 grape, 5 ember leaf. I've completely forgotten about the wheat, because now wheat isn't used much, and even when it is used, like for the orders, because now we're on a higher level, even when it is used, it's a really small quantity, and I have plenty from previous farming. So now I'm just basically farming these 3 things. I have a lot of mistletoe because I want to be able to create a lot of bouquets to eventually get that upgrade, and also the upgrade for the Forge Expert, which will be crafting 8 of the 2-star bouquets. But on top of this, Ember Leaf and Grapes are both important. I don't know which one is more important. Some people think Ember Leaf might still be a little bit more important, more used, but I'm just going 5 for each of them and 8 for the mistletoes. But basically, you can go even, equally distribute amongst all of them. So you have salted raisins. We have to do 2 of them. So you need the slow cook to land on one of the first. Okay, got on the first card, so this should be good for us. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. See, and we got a really good distribution of points there. But if you can get the slow cook early, you're going to be quite likely to hit a high star upgrade of salted raisin. If your slow cook hits late, though, you're probably not going to get it done. We got a second card, not bad. I think we still have a chance here. Nice, very good. So yeah, salted raisin is tricky, but when you have the heat control upgraded to level 3 and slow cook level 2, if you run this setup, you have actually a decent chance of actually hitting the thing you want. Let's go back to the forge. We need something from the forge, right? Okay, another chill guard armor. Yeah, this one, you need to be really lucky. You need what is the percentage chance? You need a 10% chance to hit a 1-star or above. We got it. Wow, we got it for the video. I don't think it's possible to hit a 2-star off of this, and we got almost, this was basically perfect luck. Forge expert into charge forge expert into charge forge expert. This is this is as perfect as it can get. And this shows you that basically, yeah, it is impossible for you to hit a 2-star. And that was the closest you can basically get. That was a perfect lineup. Are we going to get it again? I mean, oh, if we got another charge right here, second last, we would have gotten it again. Wow, and probably another 1-star. Okay, copper stew pot, what do we do here? Yeah, this one's also a little bit tricky. It depends on the charge positioning. is going to determine whether you hit it or not. Also, your distribution of Forge Expert. You want to equally distribute on different colors, not all stacked into one. Oh, Charge the last card. If Charge was second last card, we would have gotten the hit. We would have gotten it there, but yeah. This one's tricky. It just depends on... Okay, Charge is the first one. I mean, it can be okay. Yeah, it can be okay if the other distribution is good. But yeah, if you just don't want to do too much per day, you can just do at least the 1 daily order, ideally the 5 daily orders. Make sure you have like used enough stamina so that the 500 stamina you get on reset is not going to overcap you, because you will then waste out on it. Those are basically the things you want to do for optimal stuff, and probably avoid the Chill Guard armor, because that is one of the weakest ones. So yeah, we got a decent hit there. Decent. Like if Distill was the last card, we would have gotten a 1-star off of that. But yeah, 1-star is very rare, even for this deck setup. It's like 1-star is like, I don't know, 15 or 10% chance, and getting a 2-star is a 5% chance. So you're probably not going to hit it until you get your upgraded ingredients. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful. Good luck with all of this and your crafting. Again, there's no time pressure in this mode. Just make sure to do your daily orders, at least 1 for the 100 diamonds. That's basically the key thing. And if you can do 5 for the 100 stamina, even better. And if you just have a lot of time and you want to push, you can just keep filling out orders until all your resources are done, and then with those wish points you can upgrade. And that's what I'm going to try to do today, because I'm on Divine Shard level 6, but I'm lagging a bit behind. Other people have already reached Divine Shards level 7, so that is what will be my goal for today. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That's going to be it for this one. Good luck in Homestead. Let me know if you have any other tips in the comment section down below. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.